Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm bringing you a review reaction, of course, to Ghoul 76, The Lazy Death. This came out on Saturday. So let's begin without further ado. We are page 1. We have a scenery. The shell has broken, and from within something is born. So let's see where this chapter leads us to. The lazy Darth, actually. Not Death, but Darth. Lazy Darth. Wonder where they got that name from. So right now it seems to be more of an action scenery, like kind of like pretty much like a scenery where they're looking at each other at this point. Black and blue, turning and overturning, the things I've chosen countless times. Forever repeating the same actions, endlessly useless, unlikely, awkward, indecisive, weak. That is what I am. So basically, this is a transformation that took place after he's currently facing off with his opponent. He finally had his opponent, and we saw him. It was like every time I heal, a limb gets cut off, right? The shell's finally broken, and now this is his new form that he transformed into. And he basically tells himself, weak, unrelying, indecisive. This is all the things that make him up. And now he's willing to put that behind him and get into a proper fight this time around with his opponents. Let's see how far this goes though. At death's door, I finally stumbled upon the twisted truth. Rise, hide, they have always, at the end of the day, it's finally within me. All an extension of myself. The people I want to meet, the things I want to be told. Heidel stopped me. So basically, he's asking Heidel to stop him because at the doorstep of death, we saw he was talking to a close friend of his. And by talking to this close friend of his, or as if though making contact with him, he was able to unlock a new power. But he wants Heidel to stop him, regardless of him making that, trek and further, improving. As soon as I begin to think that in some part of me, I began wishing for it. Wishing that I'd live. So basically, at the verge of death, he was wishing he was alive. And that's because he talked to his friend. And his friend said, I wish I was alive to see what you look like now. Apparently, that's not going to happen because I'm dead. And he told him, even though I'm dead, I'm still making the most of it right now. But in another alternate place where we both usually meet every now and then, every time you're at the door, at the steps of death, basically. So it's pretty interesting that after he met that friend of his, he was actually able to put everything behind him. He was actually able to blossom further and continue to move forward. Let's talk this over. I think we came in through the wrong door, to be honest. Come now. Tea. How about coffee? We've got the special investigator roast. Time out. Accepting friend's request. I think our personalities are really compatible. Why don't we take this opportunity to sit down and get to know each other better? I'm sorry. You're a crazy bitch, Crazy bitch. Where do you even come from? Did you eat the pig and get all worked up again? You freak. So, would you like an apology free of charge? Really? Nope. I knew you'd say that. So right now there's a lot of running basically and dashing away from a lot of these hollows. We're trying to pretty much kill them. So shake off the past and dash. Fight Nimura. Do I really have to do this alone? Why am I always alone? So Nimura apparently got himself in another, tinge, and he said, oh, stand and let go of the past, you must fight now, Nimura. And he says, why am I always alone? Why every time I find that I'm alone? So apparently he has an issue with being alone, and that's something he's willing to resolve. For some reason, he's unwilling to let go of the past, thus far making it much harder for him to actually let go of this past that he has been clinging on to for a very long time. Although that may sound confusing, that's the way they actually portray it. Those special class level V agents, you wipe the floor with them. The one-eye owl really is something else. I want to see flowers, my dear fruit owl. I know we can go to a flower field. I hate fighting. So this guy's just crying. He's like, I hate fighting. And we have Soul that is pretty much set off screen. Kagun, let's slaughter them. Solve this like animals peacefully. Half the world is stained red. So without further ado, that was basically pretty much Tokyo Ghoul chapter 76. Short, straight to the point, fast pace. Makes it a point that everybody in this particular chapter has let go of the past, was in the verge of letting go of the past. That's the theme here. The lazy Darth, basically, is the theme, in which case everybody's just letting go of the past. And people just either A, don't want to fight, but they have to, or they will get help eventually from friends to fight, but eventually they'll have to let go of the past so that they can fight as well. As you saw in the beginning there, with the guy making it clear that he wanted to live once he reached his death's doorstep. And after meeting his friend, and his friend told him the same thing, filling him with, a sense of determination. So thank you very much for joining me for Tokyo Ghoul chapter 76, Lazy Darth, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and of course, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Thank you very much, and have a great day.